Yeah, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean Canteen and Beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm
Yep. What up, y'all? Yo. You already know what it is, man. Hey, it's your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, it's a social norm, man. Hey, where we make boys into men over here. Now, look, today's episode, we're gonna go right into it. I'm telling y'all, it's called Make a Decision. I'm gonna get into it later, but what we're about to do right now is about to go ahead and watch this video that Beans put. Beans sends me stuff periodically, and he literally is like, "Hey, I want to talk about this." So let's just get into it. I'm not even gonna hold y'all.
Play
up.
it and then we'll, go
All right.
ahead.
This dude's eyes. Let me cut the volume up. All right, let's play it.
What do y'all think?
Oh, well,
What the fuck?
it's beautiful. It's definitely
Okay, this is not okay. Before we
What kind of shit is you?
before we get into this is not about. It is about the woman in the bikini, but it's mostly about her friend. Okay, just hear me. Just
Okay.
I know this song is starting to look bad already.
First off-
out the gate.
She need her ass whooped. What kind of bad built?
Don't
Fucking-
even. We're not here to body shame. We're just
Ain't
here.
no body shaming, dude. I don't even know what is that. What am I looking at right now? Okay.
unique, and I love the print. I'm a little afraid that it's going to fall off.
Okay.
Okay, it's a very quick clip. Now,
That one
someone
was real
sent me
quick.
this. Somebody sent me this because they know I watch stuff like 600-Pound Life and 1,000-Pound Sister and all this other stuff. Now,
Okay.
I know it sounds weird, but they asked me what was she wrong for not telling her not to wear it. And they asked me, what would I tell my friend if
What did she ask her?
like how she looked at it? What does she think
Okay.
about the bathing suit? And I said, my response was, look, if you see your friend look bad, I would have told her not to wear that. In my opinion, I would have told her, don't wear that. And if you're not a friend, if you see your friend looking bad and you see them walking into a situation
I'm gonna be honest with you.
and you just be like, yeah, go ahead and wear that. Don't.
My thing is this. They bold enough to wear this shit. I'm gonna let you wear it because what's gonna happen is this. Without me telling you, you're gonna learn a lesson. Because everybody gonna get on your ass. They're like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Yeah, but you would warn, like I would worry about, look, man, I don't think you should wear that. Like
I mean, knows she shouldn't be wearing that shit. That is just for television. I can't believe she wore something like that.
and the thing is, and of course, this friend of mine, she was like, well, you're, body
no,
shaming.
that
and
ain't body shaming.
fat shaming.
You first off, why is it body shaming when you already shaming the shit out of your own body? You don't care about yourself. There's no way y'all can sit there and convince me that she cared about herself. There's no way. And don't sit there and try to tell me about, well, she might have a condition. Yeah, it's called she can't put her fucking the plate down. That's what the condition is. Put the fork down.
And I asked her, I said, okay, well, where does the line between being a good friend and body shame, where is that line at?
See, this is the thing. Everybody's so fucking sensitive nowadays. We grow up, we really have, women have really created a world of just sensitivity. All this body shaming, like what happened to telling people you need to get your act together because you're about to die? Like that ain't even like, it's a difference if you like gained a little weight and I just like went in on you. This woman is on a show called 1,000-Pound Best Friends. How much are we gonna accept? 1,000 pounds, dude? 1,000?
Yeah, that's
Do y'all understand what we talking about, ladies? Like, fellas, you can't sit there and accept like disease. That's what that is. You get that fucking big, it's a disease. You know what I mean? I don't see them fucking, well, maybe they do. They probably do got a show about somebody who got like Tourette's or something, but they can't even help that. This person, like, no. And the fact is, I'm not saying that some women can pull off bikinis like that. Because speaking of that shit, I just went to a pool party yesterday.
oh yeah.
Yeah. You know how much cattle I seen walking around that motherfucker?
Don't do that.
Them motherfuckers, look, it was a lot of meat out there, okay? And I ain't just, look, I was,
don't wanna laugh
no,
at this. Stop.
it looked like a slaughterhouse up in that goddamn
Oh,
pool
my
party.
God.
It was so much overweight big motherfuckers up in there. And I'm not sitting there saying just them. I'm including myself too. But I was the only one. I wore a black Under Armour shirt and some black shorts. I was the only one. It was me and one other dude who covered our bodies up, our shirts. Every other dude, and I give them props. They wore that. They took their shit off with pride. Big old guts, big old titties. It was like, I was like, okay. I mean, that's you. I'm just more of like, I'm not gonna have all this fat jumping around out there in the pool. But that because I'm waiting to get my body together, and then once I do that, that's when I'm gonna come out and be like, y'all see it.
I mean, I think that's where, I'm not saying this is what you're doing. I think that's where fat shaming is, like you said earlier. If someone just like this girl asked this other female's opinion,
yeah,
on that, okay, and they give you honest criticism, that's not fat shaming. Now, if I went to this pool party and started blasting these dudes for
being fat,
okay, then that's
but
where.
See, this is the thing though. A man could go and yell about another dude being fat, but if anybody says anything to a woman, all of a sudden it's fat shaming. But we got freaking Willie Mammoth walking around this bitch, and this shit looked like a walrus. Walruses just walking around. It was so much. And I'm just fucking with y'all. But I mean, I'm just being honest.
So.
No, it was really some big girls out there. But I mean, that's fine. I don't got a problem with a big girl. But I'm just saying, wear some taste. It was only one. I'm gonna say two women that I felt wore something that was probably appropriate. But I also understand women are trying to live their best life and they want to have fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun, but and they're around friends, and I have no problem with them. I don't judge them, but I'm also gonna be like, that's a lot of meat. It's a lot of meat out there, and y'all can't get mad at me for something you show. And I'm not. Okay, and I'm supposed to look away like I don't see the shit.
That's true. That is true.
So I'm just saying we had a fun time. We had a good time. But do I think all of us need to go ahead and get in that gym? 100%. It shouldn't be no. It was an all black party. I didn't see one person that I felt was in shape at that damn party.
Oh wow.
There wasn't one. We all was big and roly-poly looking motherfuckers. And it's okay with accepting who you are.
Oh, yeah,
but
definitely.
There's a limit to embracing. How about that? Embracing your, I don't even say flaws. I'm going to say your disregard to be better.
So
for
basically,
yourself.
basically being comfortable in your own skin.
Being comfortable with being not striving to be better. You gotta you can't accept. There's nothing wrong with accepting who you are, but accepting that you're gonna stay in a state of mind of this type of shit. Let me just show y'all this. I want y'all to see. You can't tell me that this is okay. This can't be okay, y'all. This cannot be what the standard is for human beings. And then say, oh, you know what? Well, you're fat shaming. Can you, dude? Where is her bottom half? All I see is leg and full. She has 3 stomachs, dude. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm not saying everybody's beautiful but this ain't when God said he made man in his image, that ain't what he talking about.
Okay, so
Shit.
do you think putting it on TV is promoting the wrong message then?
What it should be promoting, it's entertainment. It's the fact that everybody's like, damn, look at this big ass girl wearing this small ass bikini, and for her to go out there, I mean, I don't know if she actually went. I didn't see the episode. I don't watch the show, but you know, look, confidence is cool, but let's not act like we don't know what this is. Fake confidence to make yourself feel good for the moment, or not even feel good, but make yourself look like you feel good. But we all know that girl does not feel good about herself. What you look like is a direct correlation of how you see yourself. That's it. And the fact that we see all of us being big, roly-poly, walruses, freaking baby seals. Well, I ain't gonna say baby seals. Probably baby killer whales. Freaking lets you know we all have problems in here. In here, that's what it all starts.
You know what? And I will say this: if you ever watch My 600-Pound Life, that doctor actually makes you talk to a therapist.
You think
He does?
Why do you think that is, everybody? Because he knows. Hold up, and this is. I don't know what this is. I'm not answering it. Sorry, y'all. People calling me while I'm trying to do this show, and I'm putting my stuff on silent. Okay, back to what I was saying. You can't. Everything starts with your brain. It starts with thoughts. How your subconscious is literally based off of how you see yourself. Your subconscious is like, if you see yourself as a fucking disgusting fat slob, that's what's going to turn into. I know this because, damn it, that's why I'm big. Because I didn't really love myself or didn't feel like I was worth anything. Really, I can say it. Everybody try to act like it. You know what I'm saying? We all do that. We all try to fake the funk and try to act like we're somebody, or we try to act like we don't care about what people say. You know, people coming up to me, "What up, big man? What up? What up, tiny?" You think that shit means something to people? That makes people feel a certain way. You know, I'm pretty sure motherfuckers come up to you, "What up, twigs?"
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Got sticks for arms.
All those type of things. Talk about your
Poke you
ankles.
on
That it does something to you. All right. And then you go back and then what you do, whatever you feel bad about yourself. And I've talked to you about this. How many times have you guys been trying to go on the right path and then you just fall off the motherfucking cliff and you do everything that you know you're trying to stop doing? Eating bad, whatever it is, being lazy, whatever it is, not working out. Everything that's going to hurt you, you do. You know why you do that? Because your subconscious is telling you you're not worth it.
And I know sometimes people do. I've had people tell me this: when they eat, it does provide a certain level of comfort
for the moment.
For the moment, yes.
But then it goes back to reality, and you're still right there where you were before you ate that bullshit.
Yeah,
you're still a fat piece of shit at that point in time, and you don't. And I'm telling you right now. Ain't nothing gonna change till you make it change. Now, I've been doing a lot of soul searching. I've been watching a lot of videos of these guys, people who help motivate things. And I came across this dude named Bob Proctor, and he says, and I had to write. I wrote all these quotes down. He says, "It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not.
Ooh.
That's what's holding you back. It ain't who you are right now. It's who you think you're not. You don't think you're good enough to be something. That's why you're not. Now, since we got it in there, let me go ahead and just tell y'all. Y'all saw that title of the video. It's called Make a Decision. And I want to come talk to y'all today because I want y'all to start making a decision, especially you fellas. The reason you're in your mode you're in right now, the reason you're failing in relationships, the reason you're failing in how you look and feel, the reason you're failing in the job you're working at that you don't even like doing is because you can't make a decision. And until you're able to make a decision, you're going to always be not successful. You're going to always have struggles with women because women don't want to be with a man who can't make a decision for themselves. How are you going to make it? How can you lead her if you can't make a decision for yourself? And what is that decision? It's you finally saying, I'm going to do this. And do it and know you're going to do it because you've already made that decision. See, you've been wishy-washy your whole life. 1 second you say, I'm going to start working out, then you stop. Then you say, okay, well, I can, you come up with all these fucking excuses. This is the reason why you put excuses in front of yourself so you can't do it. Now, I remember we talked about this and I said, everything you tell yourself is a lie.
Oh, yes, I remember this conversation.
It's all about deciding if the lie is going to have hurdles in front of it or it's not going to have hurdles in front of it. I'm going to give you an example. Every day, if I say, hey, you working tomorrow? You say, yeah, I got to go to work tomorrow. You've already made the determination that you're going to go to work tomorrow. You don't say, well, I might go to work tomorrow if the weather's good and if my car starts, and if you don't put restrictions or obstacles in front of that because you've already made the decision that you're going to go to work. Because the work gives you a paycheck. So you've already determined that this is something you want, which is that paycheck. So you're not going to put no obstacles in front of it. Right? But then I'll say, hey, are you gonna you ain't you gonna lose some weight? You got 20 pounds, you gotta lose. Oh yeah, I would, but I gotta get a gym membership. I gotta get running shoes. You come up with all these fucking excuses of why you need to do these things first before you get to what you're gonna do. Why do you do that? If everything I'm telling you, because the fact is, if you say I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, you don't really know if you're going to go to work tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to get sick. You don't know if you're going your car break down. You don't know if you might fucking get hit by a car. You don't know what might happen or why you can't go to work tomorrow, but you've already made that determination. The thoughts in your mind have already said, I'm doing this. You made that decision. But then when it comes to things that will actually better you, working out, reading, going and following the dreams you want to do, you put obstacles in front of yourself. For what? Tell me why. You know why you put obstacles in front of yourself? Because you're scared. You let your subconscious tell you can't do something. And it all stems from the thought that other people outside of you have told you. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is. But it's something that has told you that has kept you from taking that step, from taking that jump, from doing what you need to do to get to the next level of you. It's true.
Yeah.
It's all stems from how you truly feel about yourself. And the only reason you don't do something is because you're scared of doing it. You're scared you're going to fail. You're scared you're not good enough to do it. But that's all a lie. All that, it's a lie. It's something you've made up in your head that you can't do something. Because the thing is, thoughts create reality. Anything you can think of can come into physical form and be real. That's a fact. The same reason I said this on my Instagram. Your thoughts, how you think the plane, how you think the automobile, how you think skyscrapers, how you think the pyramid, how you think anything in this world has came about. It's because somebody thought about it. They thought about it before it even existed. And they kept thinking about it, and they kept obsessing about it till they finally made it into a physical form, and then everybody else got to see it. But if you keep thinking you're not good enough, that's exactly what you're going to get. If you start thinking you are good enough and keep telling yourself that same lie, eventually that lie is going to turn into a truth, because then your subconscious is going to believe it. And then eventually what's going to happen is what? It's going to come to a physical form. Whatever it is, it's that simple. I've learned, I literally found this out, and I've been reading about a lot of books, and it literally said the same exact thing. As a man thinketh, he
So is
becomes.
he.
If you ask for something, you will receive it. It's in the Bible. Anything you need to know is in the Bible. If you ask, you will receive. If you think it, it will become. But you got to keep telling yourself that. You got to break the cycle of what you are. And this happens. This ain't just for men. This is for women too. Anybody. And I said this in the last episode. I think it was last episode, the other one. The reason you struggle with women is because you keep telling yourself you struggle with women. The reason you have ain't shit dudes fucking with you is because you always talk about ain't shit dudes. If you stop talking about the negative and only talk about positive, guess what's going to happen in your life?
Positive things.
Come on,
You
man.
are what you attract.
That's
I
it.
get it.
Now look. So you have to put yourself in a mindset of constant I lost my train of thought. You have to put yourself in a mindset of constant reoccurring what you want. Now I saw this, and I think this will really help y'all out. What you need to do is you need to take yourself and you gotta make affirmations. Now, what are affirmations? Affirmations are literally just positive thinking, positive talking, positive sentences. If you want to go ahead, say I hate my job. I hate my job and I want to get a new job. I want to do this. The first step is you need to think about what the fuck you really want. It's first step. Think about what do you want and write it down. Write down exactly what you really want in life. See, the problem with us is we haven't said it out loud. You haven't said what you really want. You've been dancing around the shit the whole time because you know truly that if you say it out loud, because it's a lie right now, because you don't really feel it. You don't really feel that you could do it. But once you say it out loud and you keep saying it out loud, it's going to come to fruition. It's going to start feeling like, damn, this is what I really want. And like I said, once you make the decision that you want this, ain't nobody else can stop you but you. You are your best source and your worst enemy. And this is for anything in the world. Anything you think of eventually will come to fruition if you think strongly. And it could go either way. It could be negative too. Think of everybody you've ever seen that's done something great or done something real impactful in the world. And I'm going to talk about negative right now. Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler had a thought. And he manifested it into a whole thing to where mad people were murdered, mad war, all these different things. He took over the whole country of Germany based off of a thought that he wrote in a book.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give you another person, y'all, and fellas, y'all might know who I'm talking about. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is the youngest heavyweight of all time. He became the heavyweight champion, I think at 19 or 20, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Beating grown ass men. And I watched the interview and they said, Mike Tyson said, they asked him, they said, when did you know you were going to be the champion of the world? He said 11 years old. 11 years old, he knew he was going to be the champion of the world. And they said, well, how'd you know that? He said, you gotta be the champion before you become the champion. And it was like, man, explain on that. He said, you have to live like you're the champion. You have to mentally tell yourself, I'm the champion. I move like the champion. I follow exactly how the champion does. I watch other people who do what I've done and or do what I want to do, and I follow exactly what they do.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But you have to, not only do you do exactly what you want, what they're doing, but you have to tell yourself, I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm going to be the champion. All right. I'm going to give you another one. And I'm telling you, if you go down the list of anybody who's done anything successful in life, they all got the same story. It's scary almost. Tom Brady. Tom Brady was the backup, the third string quarterback of his 10th or 11th grade football team.
Okay.
They went 0-8. He was the third string quarterback of an 0-8 team. He never played. All right. Then he became the starter. He kept working on it because he said in his mind, I'm going to be great. He ended up being a starter, got a scholarship to go to Michigan State. Guess where he was when he came to Michigan State? He was the 7th ranked quarterback on the team. He worked his way up to where he became the starter, backed up another guy. Guess what? He became he was a 6th round draft pick. There was 14 or 18 quarterbacks that was drafted before he was. And guess what he did? The day he had training camp, he didn't come to him. He went to him, the owner of the team, Robert Kraft of the New England Patriots, and said, I'm the best thing that will ever happen to this organization. Now, who does that?
Winners.
Somebody who's already thought it in their mind, what they're going to do. He's already made the determination. There's nobody else could see it. Robert Kraft couldn't see it. He said, what the fuck, man, get away from me. I don't know who the fuck you are. You might not even make the team. But he already believed in himself. See, until you believe in yourself and make a decision, nothing else is going to happen.
I'm going to give you one. I saw an interview, The Rock.
Yeah.
He's talking about how the first time he met Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Stone Cold was the champ at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he said when he met The Rock, Stone Cold gave him an autograph. He said, to my biggest fan, The Rock signed Stone Cold Steve Austin #1. And
damn, that number one is what got him.
That's what he said. He said of all the things he wrote, that's the thing that got him. And he said, and he asked Stone Cold, he said, why do you put #1 after your autograph? He said, because I this is what I tell myself.
Yeah,
every day. I am #1.
Now, mind you, Stone Cold Steve Austin got fired from WCW.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now he became the #1 wrestler of all time.
Yeah. So The Rock saw that. He said, not only Stone Cold said, not only I tell myself that, I let other people know that I am #1. And The Rock adopted that mentality. This was back when he was in like what was it? Where he started like Nation of Domination or
Yeah.
whatever. This was, you know.
Is it? Now I just seen this other quote. This is from a old ancient philosopher named Gouda, and it says, "Before you can do something, you first must be it." You have to be it first. You have to visualize it. You have to literally see it before you can do it, become it. And I was just like, damn, dude, that's the problem for everybody out here, man. You don't see it. You don't believe it. You don't feel it. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's so simple. It's like literally, I don't even know how to like how simple it is, but how complex it is. Literally, and this is how the dude broke it down. He says, think about the phone. What is the phone? The phone is wavelengths, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I take this phone right here, punch in a certain number, I can call Beans. Beans could be literally across town, another state, another country. But because the wavelengths are matching, I can reach them. And that's the same thing with your thoughts. If you think of something, it all starts with your mind. When you think of something and you keep thinking of something and you keep staying on that wavelength, eventually that thought's going to turn into a feeling. And then that feeling is going to turn into actual physical where you can see it out in the real world. And that's no different than that girl who literally looks like a goddamn walrus. She thinks she ain't shit. She thinks she's not nothing. And that's why she looks like she looks. Because if she cared about herself, if she thought she was something, she wouldn't look like she looked.
That's like the old saying they used to say in a church I used to go to: if you believe it,
You can
you can
achieve it.
achieve it. You know, you hear that your whole life, and you don't, you know, as you're a kid, you think it's a corny saying, but it's very simple and it's very true.
Carl Jung said, I'm not what happens to me. I am what I choose to become. It's all a choice. Whether you believe it or not, everything you do is a choice. It's just what choice are you going to actually make? Are you going to make the choice that you need to be the person you want to be? Or are you going to take the choice that everybody else has told you have to take? Because honestly, we all meant to be great. But because the people who haven't become great, what they do is they tell you you're not going to be great. Oh, don't think about doing this because, you know, ain't nobody in our family ever done that before. Well, I wonder why. Look at the consistency of fucking losers they are, because you keep telling yourself y'all losers. If one of y'all said I was a winner, guess what happened? You'll start winning. And you might start growing more winners around you.
Charlemagne said, he kind of said something similar. He said, it's not where you are physically, but it's where you are mentally.
That's 100% where you want to be. You might look, everybody got a starting point.
Yeah.
Because it's like anything. Once you learn that you are in control, that's your starting point. And the fact is, it's not about if you're going to get there no more. It's about when you're going to get there.
Exactly.
Because you've already said, I'm doing it.
He grew up in Charlemagne grew up in a small town in North Carolina, and he basically was surrounded by people who were drunks, drug addicts.
Yeah.
He grew up in a trailer park, and he decided, like, you know what, I'm not going to be like this. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get out of this.
This is the problem with our society. A lot of us try to make reasoning of our condition. And I understand the surrounding you around does dictate a lot. It puts a lot on you.
It really does.
But it doesn't mean it has to define you.
It
you define you. So you don't have to. You can live in a drug infested, crime infested area, and and not do crimes and not do drugs.
Exactly.
Now, I wouldn't stay there because what you're around will impact you eventually. But if that's not what you want, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, there's at our job, there's this kid I know. We were talking about how he ended up in prison. And he told me his crime, and he said, well, I'm a product of my environment. And I was like, that's not an excuse, because we literally grew up in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, you can't sit here and tell me that you're surrounded. I mean, yeah, it's a high crime area, yeah, but you didn't have to participate in any of that.
True.
So I try to mentor them instead of being
Now, I'm about to show you a clip from our old video that Beans wanted to play. He likes to embarrass me now. And I want y'all to hear this clip.
Yes.
And I want y'all to see how your way of thinking can change and what results you can have by changing who you are and making a decision.
Yes.
All right. Let's get into it.
It's an audio clip of us.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they would have figured that out.
Well, I know. I just,
Let's get it.
I don't drink it every day like I should,
I
but
know
I
that.
will start now that you've pretty much co-signed it and told
I
me.
drink that. I drink it every day. There's some. Oh, why is it cutting out? I drink superfoods too.
I don't know. So you freaking...
Oh God, here we go.
Maybe I gotta cut the volume down. Hold up.
I'll
But
let
it
it
is-
die for a hot
It
minute.
is kind of loud. I'm gonna restart it.
I
Yo.
feel I don't drink it every day like I should,
I
but
know
I
that.
will start now.
Okay, well, clearly was the clip like that when you sent it to me?
No, it
Pretty much
wasn't.
Co-signed it and told
I
me.
drink that. I drink it every day. There's I drink superfoods too.
Mhm.
I was on a liquid diet for a hot minute too.
I feel so bad because like you are on this fasting, eating right, vegan life, and you look great. You seem clarity, and then I'm on this fast food, soul food, and I look a hot mess.
No, you don't really look bad, okay?
Don't lie to the audience.
Listen.
Don't lie to the audience. I am the look.
Listen.
You ever see?
All right.
I don't.
So
Basically, that's my fault. But anyway, basically,
this
was-
raggedy ass.
it
phone
played
again.
fine on my phone. I don't know what happened, but this is basically us about 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago when we started.
Yes.
And the episode we did was clean living, clean eating. And I was dieting and fasting, and you hadn't started your journey yet.
No, I hadn't.
You hadn't.
Now let me say y'all this. I've been eating fast food every day. I'm pretty sure Bean seen a fast food bag in and I still struggle with that sometimes, but I've gotten a lot better because I got aware and I made a decision that I wanted to change who I was. And I didn't like where I was going because I was eating bad food. I wasn't working out. I wasn't doing anything productive, but just doing the show. And I said, you know what? I saw the transformation of what he did as far as eating better. Now, I don't know if at the time he was working out or not, but he was eating better and it saw a difference. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make a decision to change my life, to start losing this weight, to start being better.
Yes.
And I want y'all to see so far where I'm at with it. Okay. This is me when we started working out. All right. I was 425 pounds. This is me right here. And I'm 375 pounds. Now, this is the same shirt that I had before when I was wearing it. And you can see the titties. You can see the gut. All right. And I'm wearing the same exact shirt, and you don't see it as much. Now, what I'm trying to explain to y'all is it's all about making a choice.
Exactly.
It ain't gonna happen. Now, understand something. When you make this choice, it ain't gonna, you're not going to see the results the first day. You ain't going to see the second day, third, fourth, or maybe even the 100th. But if you keep doing something, you're going to keep getting the same result.
Exactly.
And that goes for both sides. See, what we haven't been doing, and I think I just want to keep it up there a little longer, but when you don't do what you truly feel, you're going to see, you've been getting the same result you've been getting.
Mm-hmm.
Why not try something different for once? You've already saw what you get with doing what you've been doing. Why don't you try something different and get a different result? And that's what I had to learn for myself, because everybody knows the definition of insanity is to do something over and over and over and think you're going to get a different result. You're not. It's a law. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2.
Exactly.
Until you change the variable, the 1 + 2, then it equals 3. It's certain laws that you have to understand society and the world we live on, because and like I just want to talk about this 1 second. I was talking to somebody today, and we were talking about how everybody, people argue about abortion or pro-life or black and white or rich and poor, Democrat and Republican. I want everybody to understand something. All that stuff right there is a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of fucking time because it's there to distract you. Understand something. Everything in the world has to have 2 sides. Why is it going slow like that? I didn't like that. It's something weird. Everything in the world has 2 sides. There's nothing in the world that is one-sided. That is a law. I think it's called the law of polarity. Is that what that is? I think the law of polarity means there's always opposites. There has to, whatever, if there's up, there has to be down. If there's left, there has to be right. Okay? If there's black, there got to be white. If there's man, there got to be woman. The opposite of everything in the world has to exist. If you have one side of a door, you got the other side of a door. So I want you to understand something. All these things that we sit there and bicker and argue about, abortion, pro-life, black, white, free, slave, fat, skinny, short, tall, all these things have to have the opposite of each other. It's a law. So when you argue about something, what are you arguing about? It has to exist. There's nothing in the world that is one-sided. It has to be another side to the coin. If you realize that, you won't argue about any of those things. You won't even sit there, because you're never going to get it one way. It can't exist. So when I thought about that, I said, damn, everybody arguing about something that ain't gonna ever get solved.
Exactly.
And if I'm 32 years old, you're close to 40. Have you seen anything of any of those things ever get solved?
No.
It never will. So when you sitting there crying and you're one of those people who cry about CNN and cry about Fox News and all you're doing is arguing about something that can never be solved, because they both have to exist. For one to exist, the other one has to exist. Stop wasting your time about things that don't matter. Worry about you. Focus on you and build something, the life you want. Because it's there for the taking. It's just if you're going to make the choice to do it. Now, y'all see how, if anybody follow me on TikTok, anybody follow me on Instagram, anybody follow me on Facebook, you see I put motivational videos out there for when I go work out. It's me and Bean and my and the Get It Gang. We work out and I tell everybody win the day, because that's all that matters. Is you winning the day, not you crying about certain political things or stances. They're never gonna go anywhere.
It's not.
It's never gonna go nowhere.
And another thing I realized about us doing this, when people start to see you change, you winning, they're gonna come to you and they're gonna want to know,
what did I do?
What did you do?
What's the secret sauce?
Yes, how can I do this too?
And the secret sauce is, one, you got to believe it. You got to make a decision.
Yeah. Once
you make the decision, everything else is, you believe it, you make the decision that you can accomplish it, and you start putting in the work. There ain't no other way around it.
Exactly. That's in anything in life.
You got to put the work in.
Mhm.
You keep running around trying to find out these 5 second, these 5 minute workouts, these secret diets, all this fucking shit. You know why you're doing that? Because you want to get a shortcut. Because you're
No
lazy.
such thing.
You're lazy and you don't believe in hard work.
I always tell people this too. I can't think of this fat burn. I think it was called Stacker.
Yeah, Stacker 2 or some
Stacker
shit. I
2
remember
or
that shit.
Hydroxycut. right?
Hydroxycut, 5 Hour Energy.
Yeah, I saw this and I was like, oh man, I can get that.
I bought the Hydroxycut.
And everybody thinks you just take this and it's just going to all the fat is just.
Don't you
melt
think?
away.
Don't you wonder why they put fucking people who are fitness models who literally have worked out for years and years and
Yeah.
years? Because they understand human nature. Human nature is we want to go the road less traveled. I mean, my bad.
The
The
easy
easiest road,
easy
easiest
route.
road travel. We want to go to something easy because it sounds too good to be true.
Because it is.
Everything in the world that you think is too good to be true, it is.
It is.
It's a scam or it's illegal. One or the other.
And I found that out the hard way because when I went to go buy this at GNC, the dude tells me you can take this, but you still got to work out.
That's it. There's no way around it. You got all these black women, and you got all these women out here who are trying to get these fucking beautiful bodies, who are not even beautiful bodies, just bodies that we at this time of the world, 2022, believe is considered beautiful, are going on under the knife because they want to make their bodies, build a bitch bodies to where, because they don't want to put in work, because they're lazy and they don't believe in themselves. How do you start believing in yourself? It's called being aware. Aware that the thoughts you're thinking that you're not good enough are a lie. You heard it from me,
Exactly.
man. It's a lie. You are great. You are actually perfect. God made us in his image. You are perfect. But you won't get to see that perfection until you take off all this fucking trash of what other people have put in you. Your mama, your daddy, your teachers, your friends. Don't even get me started on your fucking friends. Everybody has put stuff into you and you believed it. Now it's time for you to throw that shit to the side and start putting something into you.
Exactly.
You determine what you're going to be in life. Nobody else. I mean, I'm telling you the truth. Stop saying, well, I grew up hard. I had an abusive relationship. My parents, they never loved me. Who gives a fuck? Life is not going to be easy. What's that one movie? Oh man, I got to put it on there.
And life isn't fair.
No, I got to put it on there because this is my motherfucking best. Wait a minute. Hold up. Y'all keep talking.
Okay. Just because now I got you all hyped up. And I always tell people, don't doubt yourself. There's enough people do that for you.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
This is my favorite, by far favorite scene of all time when it comes to this dude, Rocky.
Oh,
Let me pull it up. And I don't think y'all really underestimate. And I want y'all to listen to this dude. Listen to this scene. This scene is so powerful. I think it slips by so many people. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you just gotta sit back and watch. Wait a minute, hold up. All right. I want you to see this video.
You know, living with you, it hasn't been easy. People see me, but they think of you. Now with all this going on, this is going to be worse than ever.
It don't have to be.
No, sure it does.
Why? You got a lot.
Now, you heard what he said? He's blaming his father for why he's struggling in life. The first step is you got to take accountability for yourself.
exactly.
Stop crying about why you're not where you want to be or why anybody else is doing it. It's you. It ain't nobody else. And he's trying to tell him, you don't have to be that way.
What's going on, kid?
Oh, what, my last name? That's the reason I got a decent job. That's the reason why people deal with me in the first place. Now I start to get a little ahead. I start to get a little something for myself, and this happens. Now I'm asking you as a favor not to go through with this, okay? This is only going to end up bad for you, and it's going to end up bad for me.
You think I'm hurting you?
Yeah, in a way you are.
It's the last thing I ever wanted to do.
I know that's not what you want to do, but that's just the way that it is. Don't you care what people think? Doesn't it bother you that people are making you out to be a joke and that I'm going to be included in that?
You know,
Now, oh, go ahead. You got
you
something?
know what's crazy? I realized about that. I've seen it a billion times, and I just realized that his father's trying to be great, right? And his son is making it about him.
Because he's had it in his mind. He believes that his father's name is the reason he got. You know why that is? Because other people have told him, "Oh, you wouldn't be nothing without your father.
Yeah.
Your father is the reason that anybody deals with you." And he believed that bullshit. Just like you believed why you aren't where you are because of whatever reason, and it's not true. But this is the thing. You heard what he said. He said, don't you care about what other people care? See, this is step 2 about it. You got to stop caring about what other people think of you. You got to stop caring about what other people think. They don't care that much about you. Stop letting other people control your life. You already let other people control your life so far, where they told you couldn't do something, you believed them. How many times are you going to keep listening to other people and start listening to yourself? Stop caring about what other people. I've already slowly stopped that. And I'm at a point now, I don't care about what other people think of me. I'm going to do what I feel I want to do because that's what makes me happy.
Do you think that's right? Do you?
You better hit him with some
You ain't gonna
knowledge.
believe this. But you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up to say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching you every day. It was like a privilege. Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now,
Now, Rocky just said it. Winning is done by keep moving forward. You got to look, when you make this decision that you're going to change your life and start doing something, what's going to happen is the universe is going to see, they're going to prove and test to see if you really worth this. And your mind, everything else is going to tell you, you ain't worth it. You ain't good enough. You can't do this. How you going to do it? You ain't got the money for it. You've been in debt all this time. All these excuses. Throw that shit to the side. That's all that is. It's just hoop holler. It ain't real. If you keep staying on the course and keep getting up and keep going out and trying to get what you want every day, guess what's going to happen? All those excuses are going to just go disappear because because the universe has already said, oh, okay, he's serious. She's serious. She wants what she wants, and she's not going to stop, or he's not going to stop till he gets it.
you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always going to love you no matter what. No matter what happens.
You about to hit a
You're
real
my
jam.
son, you're my
Watch
blood.
this.
You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you're
God
going to have
damn.
a life.
You heard that?
Mm.
Until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have no life. God damn it. If that shit don't give you chills, I don't know what will. Somebody put phenomenal mode. Yes, we are. Okay. Shout out Shay in the building. I'm serious. It literally is all about your thought pattern. You have to think and start telling yourself that you are confident, that you do believe in yourself, that you are worth it. But until you start making that decision, ain't nothing else gonna happen for you. Everything else is just gonna be hit and miss. You're gonna try and then you're gonna fail, and you're gonna try and you're gonna fail. And you're never gonna get over that hump because you don't truly believe you deserve to get over that hump. That's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Make the decision. Make the decision. Anything else you want to say, bro?
They preaching. Rocky Balboa preaching right now.
Hey, make the decision right now and hit that like button. Share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You already know what it is. Every Monday and Friday, 4:30 Eastern time, me and Beans get on here and give y'all a little insight on things. Hey, I'm telling y'all will appreciate me. You will start searching and seeking out and asking for what you want. You'll be surprised what the universe will give you.
It's crazy
Okay.
to tell what she said.
She said Carlton out here preaching.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
I'm good, man.
Hey, man.
Dropping the mic today.
Today's Monday. I want y'all to go ahead, get through this week, man. Because you can get through it. You've already done it. But I want you to start thinking about what you really want. And think about, don't worry about how you're going to get it. Don't worry about all that. Just say what you want and put it on paper. Write it down. And then keep writing it down every day. Keep telling yourself that every day. Guess what's going to happen? Your thought going to turn into a feeling. You're going to start moving towards that thought.
Exactly. What is what's it called? A vision board.
Yeah. All that shit means something,
Yeah.
dog. All that shit means something. Hey, if you want to donate to the channel, you know what it is, man. The link is down in the subscription. Yeah, that's it. I ain't got nothing else to talk about, man. I gave y'all the what you got to do, and I'll see y'all Friday, man. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good week.
It's the Social Norm. We out, baby.
Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out.
Wrong outro. Peace.
Daddy.